Welcome to the Bill Martinez Show, and I am Bill. And tonight it's going to be a little bit different, or today it's going to be a little bit different. Right now I'm shooting in the evening, but that's not why it's different. It's going to be different because it's going to be just be me on the mic tonight, on the cam tonight, on the pod tonight. And got a lot of things going on right now. It's funny that, what do I want to say? It's a lot that I want to say, but what do I want to communicate, I suppose? It's funny when you come across people, especially if you're a person that believes in other people, that you want the best for other people. And it's very difficult to want to continue to support people when you find out or realize that they're really not supporting you, that they're really not rooting for you. I don't know how many times I've come across this in my life, and I've always ignored it and moved on and moved forward, and I became better for it. But I don't know if I've ever talked about it or rant about it or just kind of just shared my emotions about it. It's extremely difficult to come across haters when you do, okay? Especially those that want to use you for their own reasons and don't want to contribute, do their part, but yet they want to absorb and suck you like Dracula, suck the life out of you. And of course, it's a choice whether you're going to allow that or not, but sometimes you do not know or you don't want to believe that they are like that. And so when you come across the realization that these people or this person is like that, it's time to take it back. It's time to take a step back and reanalyze things and refocus and just say, you know what? This person is not who I thought they were. This person is not who they pretended to be, most importantly. And this person is not for me. And that hurts. That hurts. That hurts, especially if you've invested some time, especially if you've invested some emotion, especially if you've invested yourself or whatever it is that you have to offer. That hurts. That hurts. Because all you want to do is help others, especially those that you don't feel threatened by. Not that you should feel threatened by anybody, because you should be your own competition, not necessarily others competing against others, but you should be your own competition. And so I'm not saying that they were not enough to feel threatened by. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not looking at it from that perspective. What I'm saying is that there's times where you're rooting for a person and you want the best for that person, whatever it is, and you see great potential in that person, and you have great hope that something great can happen in that person's life if they just focus, if they just focus and just get their ass to work and just focus, okay? But when you start to shine and you start to pull away and do things that you want to do, you start to follow your own ambition, you start to follow your own dreams, you start to follow your own passions, you start to follow your own zeal or lust for whatever it is that could be career-wise or any other hobby or whatever it could be. When you begin to just say, you know what, I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to focus on my thing, and I hope that those that I supported support me. And when you realize that they do not, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm at a place of hurt, and I'm going to get over this. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. Because I've been hurt like this before by others who I thought supported me, but really did not. They were just waiting for me to turn around so they could stab me in the back. We've all experienced that, so I'm not saying poor me, hashtag poor me, hashtag poor me. I'm not saying that at all. But that hurts. That hurts. And it's extremely infuriating to know that people are that insecure, okay? That they are that insecure and they feel that threatened that they want to throw shade on you, that they want to be salty, that they want to throw a wrench in the system if they can. You could say, well, get over it, Bill, suck it up, buttercup, whatever it is. You're absolutely right. I'm just being real petty for a moment if that's okay. There's plenty of times, well, I don't want to say plenty of times, But there's times where I'm petty. There ain't no doubt about it. There's times where I'm immature. There ain't no doubt about that either. This is gonna happen to be one of those times where it's caught on camera, because I'm okay with it. I don't give a damn what people say or think about me. But you're gonna catch me right now in a hashtag petty moment, okay? I am being very petty, and I don't care, and I do not care. I'm gonna get over this. This too shall pass. This is gonna, one day, and ain't gonna bother me. And I'm gonna look back and say, man, I was real stupid. I might even say that tomorrow. Who knows? I don't care. But at the moment, I'm pretty upset. I'm pretty upset, and I'm pretty hurt, and I'm extremely disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed in people that do not want to support others. And here's what I'm gonna do. I want to call them up. You always want to call up the haters. You always want to call them, especially when you find out they stab you in the back. You always want to call them up or confront them to their face. You just want to release that. And by the way, I'm sorry if I'm looking a little dirty or whatever. I came from the gym earlier and I haven't showered or changed or whatever. I've had an extremely busy day, and um, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. But I didn't have a chance to. I didn't care. I just needed to get on here and say something. I could have taken a shower or whatever, or washed up or whatever, but I just needed to let some of this petty emotion out. Okay. Because I can vent to some friends or whoever, people that I know that are willing to hear me vent. But I was like, you know what? I may as well vent to the camera, because who knows what this could be. This could be good fodder. This could be good camera time. This could be good audio time. This could be good mic time. I don't know. Let's see what it could turn into. This could be a good moment for the podcast, or even for myself, or maybe somebody else who's experiencing shade or some type of hate in some way. But let me tell you something. If you yourself are a hater, you need to get over that. You need to stop being petty. You need to grow the hell up. You need to worry about yourself. You need to get your own act together, okay? Those that are trying to do something, those that are trying to make something of themselves, those that are trying to pursue a dream or an ambition or a passion or whatever it might be, if you don't want to support them, cool. Shut the hell up and move out of the way. Because anybody who's trying to do something for themselves, who's trying to better themselves, anybody who's trying to challenge themselves, who's trying to face their fears, who's going to give it everything that they have to offer, is going to use all their resources available. Anybody who's going to really grow and stretch themselves and put themselves out there. If you're a person that is too busy to hate people like that, or too much of a loser to support people like that, I just don't hate them. Okay, just don't hate them. I just don't stab them in the back. Let them be. Let them be. Maybe they are delusional. I don't know. Maybe they are crazy, as you might call them. I don't know. But let them do what they're going to do, especially if it's not interfering with your life. So here's what I'm going to do. And see, I wanted to call that person and chew them out. I wanted to tell them off because now their true colors are showing. And when your true colors show, and those colors are ugly, and those colors are full of jealousy, and those colors are full of insecurities, and their insecurities are clouding their judgment. When those true colors show, it's time to lose those people. It's time to move on with life. It's time to shake them off. And it's time to regroup, refocus, and still pursue whatever it is that you're after. So, what I'm going to do, I ain't going to say no names. I'm not going to give no hints. I'm just going to let this land wherever it's going to land. Okay? Now, I'm biting my tongue a lot, to be honest with you. Now, so what I'm going to do, because I faced this before several times, multiple times in my life, where somebody that I supported did not support me. Somebody that I helped did not want to help me. Somebody that I believed in. I don't know if they did not believe in me, but they were too insecure to to not interfere. To not interfere. So here's what I'm gonna do is what I've done in the past as well. This is not the first time I've experienced petty, pathetic behavior, petty, pathetic attitudes from someone. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay. And I keep repeating myself because there's a lot of anger in me right now, but I'm trying to turn that energy around and make it a positive thing. I'm going to use that energy to bring forth positivity. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that energy to bring forth positivity. And if anything, propel me closer to my goal. I'm going to use that energy, that anger, that frustration, that animosity, that vitriol, that every other ugly emotion you could think of. I'm going to use that to propel me and to move me forward. I'm going to use that energy to just catapult me forward. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Because anybody who's hating on you, just know you're most likely doing something right in following your dreams and not settling for the things they are settling for. All right? You're not settling. If you keep pursuing your dreams, that means you're not settling. That means you're going to run and chase after whatever it is that you are chasing after, that you are pursuing. I know I'm not the only one in this situation. I know some of y'all have experienced that. Maybe some of y'all are having a hard time recovering from that or getting over that, whatever it is. But just know it's a choice, and I'm making the choice to move forward, and I'm making the choice to continue to do what I set my path to do. I'm going to keep moving forward. And if you are going through this, you need to keep moving forward. You need to keep going on the path that you set out. You need to brush off. That's what you got to do. You just got to brush it off. What Taylor Swift said years ago, shake it off. You got to shake off. You got to shake off the haters. You got to shake off the hate. All right? You can turn the song on and bust a move if you have to. Shake it off. And you got to keep doing you. You can stop. You can let the hate stop you. You can let the anger cloud your judgment, pollute your judgment. You can let it filter how you see people. You can let it filter how you see yourself. You can let it filter how you see the world. But don't let their negativity, don't let their energy, don't let their jealousy cloud your judgment, cloud what you're trying to do. Don't let it happen, okay? Because the world's going to thank you for not listening to the static, to the noise, to the hate. The world is going to thank you. Every person that I've come across who is passionate about something, what you're going to notice, because it's something that I've noticed as well. What you're going to notice is that they have admirers because they found something that they're passionate about, and everybody wants to find something that they can give passion to. And those that are passionate about things, certain things, they become influencers. They become leaders. They become leaders, okay? And there is nothing like being a leader. Having influence in the right direction, having nothing but having influence and helping those get them to where they want to be, leading those in some ways, inspiring those, motivating those to reach the apex of who they could be. There's nothing like it. There is not absolutely nothing like it. Because when you live your passion, you're living it for others as well, who need someone to inspire them, who need someone to ignite a flame in them, to just ignite that flame. And so those of y'all that live with passion and lead with passion, thank you, because you're inspiring the rest of us. You're inspiring others. And those of you that are pursuing that, pursue it. Keep going after it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Fuck the haters. They'll come around when they come around, if they ever come around. And even if they don't, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? You ain't trying to reach them. You're trying to reach your audience with your passion. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to use all that energy for positivity. I'm going to use it for my personal growth. I'm going to use it to just launch me closer to my goals or my destiny or whatever it is word I want to use. I'm going to use it to launch me closer and closer and closer. And I'm going to remember all those haters and all those naysayers, because those are the ones that motivate me the most. Those that say that I cannot do it. And those, they don't say that I believe in you or I don't believe in you. They show that they don't believe in you, right? Bunch of two-faced people out there. They're going to say, I believe in you, and I'm supporting you, and I want you to succeed. They're going to say all the things they need to say to make themselves look good and feel better. But they ain't going to do it, and they ain't going to show it. And that's when you see their true colors, and that's when you say, cool, peace, have a good life. You do your thing, whatever that is, and I'm going to do my thing, whatever that is. So, as I said, sorry for the long rant. But you're catching raw emotion right now. And I really don't apologize for it. I'm just saying, if you don't like it, it's not your thing, whatever. But life's too short to try to win the haters and convince the haters. Life is too short. Life's too short to carry the burden of those that don't want you to win, to carry that burden. Life's too short to carry that burden. And life is too beautiful to worry about what the naysayers say. Who cares what they say? And if you're going to pay attention, then you better use that to fuel you. You better use that to fuel you. I'm going to use it for that. I'm going to use it for that. So I'm going to focus. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to fight an alternative. Well, I don't want to say that, but I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to focus. I'm going to brush it off. And I'm just going to do me. And without the haters, the burden is going to be lighter. The movement's going to be quicker. The moves are going to happen quicker. And one thing I've noticed in the past is that the more I keep pursuing my goals, the more I find those that really support me. And that's the beauty. Finding those that are not insecure with what you want to happen in life. That is the beauty. They're doing their own thing and they support you and you doing your own thing. That is the beauty. Those are relationships worth having and keeping. Those are. So, I don't know. If this message spoke to you or this podcast spoke to you, leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know if you're pursuing goals. Share with me what those goals are. I want to support you in your goals. I want to support you in your ambitions. I promise you, I am not insecure and I am not threatened uh, by by your goals. We are not competing. I am my own competition. I am not competing against you, and I hope you're not competing against me. But I am my own competition, and I'm okay with that, and I'm happy about that because I don't have to focus on other people. When you are your, this is the beautiful thing. When you're your own competition, you ain't got to focus on others. You just have to focus on yourself. You can't control what others do. That's why a lot of people get depressed. That's why a lot of people get down because they're focusing on others and not themselves. You can't control what others do, but you can control what you do. And I've noticed when I focus on others, when I focus on others, let's say others' success, because most of us can relate to that. And let's say I think that they're having some success in an area that I am not, whatever that might be. Maybe they're better nail painters than I am. You know, they could paint. Not that I'm a nail painter, but I'm just giving you an example. Maybe they paint houses better than I paint houses. Maybe they change a tire better than I change a tire. I don't know. I'm just giving you an example. They're stupid, but you know what I'm saying. Fill in the blank. Maybe they are more successful in whatever area than you are. It can get frustrating when you pay attention to those things. But if you just focus on yourself and what you're after, that's something you can control. You can control your effort. You can control your focus. You can control what you're going to do about it. And when you begin to focus on what you're going to do about it and you actually take action, that's when you see progress in life, and that's when you begin to feel better. Because progress equals happiness. Not perfection, but progress. Progress equals happiness. And so focus on your effort, focus on your progress, focus on being your own competition. And you're going to notice, as long as you stay focused on that, you're going to notice how much better you get. You're going to notice how much smarter you get. You're going to notice how much more creative you get. You're going to notice how much more passion you have. You're going to notice that you're going to be taking leaps and bounds. You're just going to be growing crazy. And that's amazing. That's amazing. You know? Because you are becoming something, and that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. And that is one reason why I love goals. Let me share this with you if you don't mind. About a year and a half ago, I had this goal that my body was going to be a certain size, a certain physique, a certain weight. I do mantras, and mantras are pretty powerful. And for those of y'all that don't know what a mantra is, I believe that that everyone's mind is programmed. Do we all have the same program? I don't know, but we all are programmed. We're all programmed to believe in certain things. We're all programmed to have a certain level of self-esteem, whether it's really low or really high, whatever it is. Some of us have super egos, whatever it is. We're all programmed to operate under certain conditions. And for the majority of us, it is a subconscious thing. It's a broken record playing in our mind, and it's a subconscious thing for the majority of us. And I remember one time, well, back to my my story that I was talking about. I remember when I was heavier, I was about 35 pounds heavier than I am now. Most of y'all would not be able to guess what I weigh if I were to stand in front of you. Hardly anybody guessed. No, nobody really guesses it right. Everybody thinks I'm 20 pounds less than what I am. But yeah, I remember at that time I was overweight, and I'll tell you what I was. I was 220. I was 220. That's a lot for somebody my size. And I wasn't working out. I wasn't exercising. I was eating whatever the hell I wanted to eat. I didn't care. I didn't have no shame. I didn't have no guilt. I'll tell you this much though. I always felt like crap. Crap in, and then you feel like crap. You know, it's. But anyway, um, and I'll be vulnerable about some things. I'll share some things. I remember I was never like an extremely. I was never fit. Even when I was in high school, in my most of our prime of fit or health wise, even when I was in high school, I was skinny, but I wasn't like. I don't think I had a six pack. I don't even think I had a four pack. I don't. I just my stomach was flat, but I wasn't like freaking ripped or whatever. And over the years, I put on weight like most people do. And during the COVID era, I just didn't care. Gyms were closed, and so who cares? I mean, all you're worried is about is surviving. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to die from the plague. As much as they convinced us that it was the plague with all the mass propaganda, and so I let myself go. I didn't care. I didn't give a damn. I mean, shoot, who cares? You just want to survive and live. You know what I'm saying? At that time, it was a very depressing time in the country and in much of the world. And I let myself go, and so I got pretty heavy. And I noticed that my energy was extremely low. I was tired all the time. I lacked a lot of energy. I felt lazy. I didn't feel attractive. I'm being very vulnerable right now by saying that because a lot of people don't want to admit that, especially to a bunch of people that they don't know. But, I felt very unattractive and my face was pretty fat. I mean, there's times where I don't like to take pictures of people because my head would be looking all big. And I remember somebody called me a fathead, and I'm like, man, what? That hurt my feelings. I'm like, what? But I just brush it off like, damn. But anyway, hurt my ego there. But I remember telling myself, okay, I don't like how I feel. I definitely don't like how I look. Um, I need to do something about this. I need to do something about this. And I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to feel great. I want to be in shape. I want to feel sexy. What's so wrong with saying that you want to feel sexy? Not because of what I wear, but because of how I look. I want to feel good. I want to feel confident. I want to feel amazing. Uh, I'm a single man. And even if you're not single, it's good to be healthy, right? I want to be healthy, but I wasn't really that inspired, okay? I was inspired to lose some weight, but not the kind of weight that I've lost. Like I said, I lost 35 pounds, maybe 36, 38, somewhere around there. And I still have about 10 to 15 more to go. And there's something extremely attractive about being disciplined. Something extremely attractive. Not to say that I've never been disciplined, but there's times where I used to be disciplined about other things. And I told myself, okay, I want to be disciplined. I want to be healthy. I want to live a long life. I want to have a lot of energy. I want to feel sexy. I want to feel younger. I want to feel young. Forget younger. I want to feel young. I want to feel amazing. I want to feel like I have all this energy, like I can run through a wall. I want to be fit. It's like the whole list of things that I was saying. I wanted this. I want that. I want da 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 da. And so I identified what I wanted. Then I also identified what I was. Um,
I'm not healthy. I don't think I'm sexy. I don't even know if I'm cute. um, Even if I was, I didn't feel like it. So what does it matter? You know what other people say? It's like how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. And yeah, man, I'm being golly. I can imagine what some of y'all people are thinking right now about the stuff I'm saying, but whatever. I don't care. Um, so yeah, I just what else? What was I talking about? Yeah, the way I felt. I didn't feel good. I didn't look good. I didn't have energy. I was lazy. I didn't have discipline. Um, Kind of just life was just happening, and I was fully aware of that. I was letting it happen. I was very conscious of that, and I was like, okay. I happen to believe that we can create our realities. Okay, I'm that kind of a person. I'm just that gullible. Okay, I'm that gullible. And so I just, okay, I created this body by the way I lived, by the way I ate, by the way I did not exercise, by the things I did or not do. Then that must have come from my thoughts. I just didn't care no more. And thus, it was that. Blah, you know? When you don't care, no care equals blah, Blah, like whatever. And so, yeah, my thoughts created my blah existence. It was just it was like, what's that emoji when you want to just green vomit? It was my life, my body was that emoji at that moment. At least in my eyes, it was okay. I don't know about anybody else's eyes, but in my eyes, it was. And I'm the kind of person that values my um opinion over others. That's really me. That is really me. Um, I was raised by a mom who loved the crap out of me and build my self-esteem so high uh, that I didn't really need other people's approval or acceptance. I just felt good enough to be okay with myself. But at that moment, I wasn't okay with myself. I felt like crap. I looked like shit. And that's how I felt. I felt like shit. And so I said, okay, if I created this body, then I can create the body that I really want. And as I mentioned a few moments ago, I listed everything that I wanted and I focused on that. And so every day I was doing this mantra. These aren't the exact words. There was a couple mantras that I was doing, but one pertaining to my own body was I am fit, I am lean, I am healthy, I am sexy, I am confident, I am secure in myself, I am self aware, I have high energy, I am young, I am vibrant, um, and so forth and so on. Okay. I said these things to myself. I didn't say I can't wait to be. I didn't pray one day I will be. I stated that I am those things. And what that did was that reprogrammed my mind. It conditioned my mind because my mind needed to be conditioned. In order for my reality to be that way, my mind had to first get there. And so I was conditioning my mind to simply brainwash myself and tell myself I eat healthy. There's creative ways to eat. Exercise can be fun. Eating healthy can be enjoyable. I didn't like eating healthy. I didn't like salads. I didn't like all this healthy stuff. I don't want to do all that crap. And then I always drank drinks that had a lot of sugar in them. I don't want to give that up. I love that stuff. Who doesn't love sugar? Who doesn't love things that are sweet? But I remember telling myself, conditioning my mind, preparing myself for my new reality. And what do you know? Long behold, I started to eat right. I started to exercise. I started to live a different lifestyle. I don't call it a diet. I call it eating habits. I call it a lifestyle of the way I eat, of the things I eat. Do I eat perfect all week long? No, of course not. That's perfection was never my goal. Progress was my goal. Because with progress, there's happiness. And so progress was my goal. And so my goal was to be consistent in exercise and to eventually be consistent in the things that I ate that were healthy. That was my goal. Because if I can stir the ship in that little way, then pretty soon my life would unfold that way. Pretty soon my body would unfold that way. Pretty soon those thoughts would be a reality. And 35 pounds later, those things that I was saying, I am. I am those things. And I don't say that because, pat me on the back. I have a big ego and all this stuff. I do get asked a lot of times, what do you do? How did you do that? How do you eat? How do you not eat crappy food? How do you whatever? A lot of things pertaining to my health and my body. I'm not saying that I'm the fittest out there. By no means am I. I'm not saying that I'm a bodybuilder. By no means am I. I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to be the most phenomenal human male specimen out there either. Those are not my goals. Those are your goals. Cool for you, but those are not my goals. My goal is to drop another 10 to 15 pounds from where I'm at now. And to continue to lean out and to put on muscle mass and to get rid of a lot of the fat on my body. Those are my goals, and to just feel more healthier, more sexier, and to be lean. I don't want to be big. I want to be lean. I want to be fit, and so that was my mantra at that time, and it continued to be my mantra for months and months and months, many months. And I constantly challenged myself, and because that was constantly my mantra, it wasn't hard. Because I brainwashed myself. I brainwashed myself. I don't feel like I sacrificed anything. It's interesting because when I talk to most trainers and they ask me, hey, how long did it take you to lose this weight and blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, it took me this long. They're like, dang, you did it the right way. That's the right way, the way you did it. That's like longevity. That's sustainable, the way you did it. And I didn't know that. I just knew that I wanted to do it in a way to where I didn't feel like I was sacrificing everything or anything really. I didn't feel like I was sacrificing anything because I wanted to enjoy this process, because this is a lifelong decision. This is a lifelong lifestyle. And so if it's going to be lifelong, then I need to feel like I'm not sacrificing anything. I need to feel like I'm not giving up anything. And so I needed to make the right decisions to be like, okay, I'm not giving up anything. And there were times where I needed to start eating salads. I thought, at least. And I don't like salads. And so I would talk to God, and I'm like, God, give me the desire to want to eat salads, because I don't have that desire. And over time, I got that desire. So if I can do it, I think anybody can do it, because I'm nobody special. I don't feel like I didn't see a trainer. I didn't see a food consultant. I don't have a personal chef. I don't make myself amazing freaking healthy meals. I don't have the most complex exercise routines. I just try to be consistent. I just try to listen to my body. And I keep focus what it is that I'm after. And that's the exact thing I'm going to do with this podcast. I'm going to keep focus what I'm after. And those of you that have goals, keep focus of what you're after. Do those mantras. If you don't do them, if you're not familiar with them, you need to give those a try. Just freaking try it. Just try it. Just try it. Just try it. Just try it for a week. 15 minutes a day. Just try it. Just try. I dare you to try it. It's gonna change your life. Keep notes. Keep notes of how it makes you feel. Keep notes of how you feel throughout the day because you did your mantra, and then days that you don't do your mantras. Keep track of that stuff. I dare you to keep track of that stuff, because you're gonna notice that the days you do them, There's like a fire lit. There's a fire that's there. There's a focus that's there. There's a discipline that's there. There's a conscious decision to pursue whatever that goal is that you have. So, in conclusion, I want to thank you for listening to today's podcast. And if you enjoyed my rant, let me know in the comments. Share it with somebody. Just leave something in the comments. Let me know what's up. Let me know you're a supporter. Let me know about your goals. Let me know about your dreams. Share this. Like my pages. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Spotify. I'm on iTunes Podcasts. I think that's everything. I'm not sure. But almost every single platform. You can find me at The Bill Martinez Show. TikTok also, by the way. Follow me. What do they say on YouTube? Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me, like, and share. Leave a comment. All right? Thank you for listening to this podcast. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you putting up with this. And let's have mastery over our life. All right? You guys have a great day. Take care.